Hello everybody. Welcome to another show of strategies, tactics, and boosts for this week's event. And this week's event is Formula One Bahrain GP. This is the first Grand Prix of the season for Formula One. So, as we said before, F1 class is following the Formula One calendar, and we are racing in Bahrain. This is our event this week. Ricciardo and Bottas are the two drivers, the two boosted drivers for this week with 20%, and this had been a major talk for this event because these two drivers with 20% boosting, they drop our team score very much, but it's only the team score that is dropping. The ability of our setup is very high, and so we have very interesting matchmakings. Well, for those of you that have Ricciardo and Bottas in a higher level than your everyday, let's say, drivers, it's very good. But for those of us like me, who I have Hamilton, Verstappen, and Russell in level 8, and Ricciardo and Bottas in level 7, well, especially it's very difficult to decide whether we are going to use. Ricciardo is a no-brainer, I'm going to use it, but Bottas is a puzzle. When I choose Bottas as my second driver, my team score gets so low that I have very good matchmakings, but Bottas is a nightmare playing with. Oh, he's so bad. He is so bad comparing to other drivers, and I usually start in better. I have good matchmakings, but Bottas struggles to even hold on to his starting position during the race, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use Bottas as my second driver or Hamilton. When I use Hamilton next to Ricciardo, the problem is that I have higher team score and I have very bad matchmakings, and this means that my starting positions are worst, but with Hamilton I can fight during the races to win positions. With Bottas this is very difficult. So anyway, this is a very difficult decision to take, and tomorrow in our opening session we'll see what I have decided. Maybe we will decide all together in the live stream, during the live stream. We'll see. But for now, let's get into our 7 tracks. Yes, 7. There are 8 races, but 7 tracks for opening and final round. So let's see them. These are our tracks. We start in Bahrain, as you can see. No rain, of course. Then our second track is Belgium. Again, no rain. Our only track that we may have rain is in the United Kingdom, Silverstone. As you can see, 25% of raining. Then fourth race in Italy, Monza. with cold weather, as in Belgium, this means that our tires should last longer. Mexico City, our fifth race, Brazil, Sao Paulo, and here we have to be careful if it's 19 or 29 the degrees, because it will set how far we can go with our tires and how much we can push. Seventh track is Singapore, and FK, of course, the eighth track, it's again racing in Bahrain. So that's it. That's our tracks. Let's go and see them one by one. Bahrain, we have seen it in qualifying session, so let's get a quick look again at it. If you're starting at the front of the grid or in the middle of the grid, the best choice are, for me at least, is 2 pit stops, only soft compounds, and 233 and 332. If you're starting P1, P2, P3, Vice, very good choice. Else Herald or Instinct, or even Hook if you have Hook. I have heard many of you that are using Jin or Kawai, using these strategies. Of course, it's a good choice. You are leaving the strategy of acceleration and overtaking, and you can choose the fast corners strategy. I prefer this one, but this doesn't mean that corners strategy doesn't work too. So 233 with soft compound 2 pit stops is a very good choice for if we are at the back of the grid and start in, and for our driver that starts at the lowest position below P15, P16. 233 is a great choice. And for our second driver, if we start at the back of the grid, we can choose 4-4 with a medium compound downforce or Nazar. We need tire management, so we can push with the medium compound for 4 laps. So let's see why Nazar. Nazar will give us a little bit of tire management and grip, because of we choose to be fast in the corners with Nazar, and of course with downforce. Alternatively, you can choose 5-3 for your second driver, for the driver that is in the highest position. 5-3 with Eagle, Taurus or Frost. And of course you can choose 3-5, 3 with a soft compound and 5 with a medium compound. And then you will do the undercut with both your drivers. First driver 2-3-3, second driver 2-3-3, and first driver 3-5. But if you choose 3-5, as I always say, you must choose Taurus, because let's see Taurus here, because in our second stint we have 5 laps with a medium compound. We want to be able to push, so 5 in tire management is much needed. Now that's it for Bahrain. Let's go to our second track, which is Belgium. For me, Belgium, only one way in Bahrain we said you can choose to go acceleration, speed and overtaking, or corners and grip, two ways to approach the track. In Belgium, I think we only have one choice, and this is speed for the big straights. This is, and for me, if you can choose two pit stops for both your drivers, two with a soft compound, wherever you are in the grid, in the top of the grid, in the middle of the grid, in the back of the grid, two with a soft compound, Eclipse and Dead Fast, the two best choices. And this is why, because okay, we need speed, but we need a little bit of fuel boosting, so we can be able to push a lot. Tire management is not an issue here, because with two pit stops, our tires will always be okay. No matter how much we push, that's why Deadfast and Eclipse our first choices, and then Hex or Gladiator our second choices. Of course, if you want to be a little bit more conservative, then 3-3 with a hard compound, or 3-3 with a medium compound, but less pushing if you choose the medium compound. Well, mostly 3-3 is you won't be able to gain. You will be able to gain one or two positions. It's not. It's a very passive choice. So if you want to be a little bit more energetic, more aggressive, if you like to play like this, then 2-2-2 to both your drivers. If they start in a very close starting positions, then stacking is an issue, and you have to find a way to avoid stacking. Maybe push a little bit more in the first stint, the first driver, and be a little bit more patient with the second driver, so you can make this gap and then push both of them. This is something you have to decide for yourself how you are going to do it, but this is a good way to do it. First stint, 2 laps, push the first driver, be conservative with the second driver, put them in for their first pit stop with the gap that is needed, and then push both of them again. So that's it for Belgium. No raining. Let's go to the only track that we might have rain, and this is the United Kingdom. Again, here we have two approaches we can have. There is a strategy that goes with speed, and there is a strategy that goes with corners and grip. So in Great Britain, in Silverstone, for me, and you have seen it in my lives, but for me, the best choice, wherever you are in, well, if you are in the middle of the pack and in the back of the pack, the best choice for your driver is 4-3, medium soft or medium with Taurus. That's the best choice for me. You can push a lot with Taurus. Medium compound is a quick compound, is a fast compound, so it can get you close the gap with the cars that are in front of you. And here what we aim for with 4-3 is stay close to those ones with faster compounds, soft, with the ones that are going to pit in the third lap, and when they get into the pit lane, overtake them while they are pitting and go one lap, our fourth lap, full red, full throttle, so we can get inside, get to our pit stop, and probably get a free pit stop. But if we don't manage to get a free pit stop from everyone, at least when we get out of the pit lane, we will be in a much higher position than at the start of the race. And then having the medium or soft compound, depending on the ability of your driver with tire management. In the last lap, in the 7th lap, where mostly everyone would be out of tires, we can push and overtake even more drivers. You can join the action on Saturday and on Sunday, the live action, so you can see this. You can see this strategy in action, or you can see past live videos where we implemented, where we got the job done with this strategy. If you are at the front of the grid, your first driver 3-2-2 or 2-3-2 or 2-2-3 with soft compound, hex or instinct, or dead fast, and that's it, or eclipse of course, and that's it. Now if you are in the middle of the pack with both of your drivers, then second driver, and if you are at the back of the pack, second driver 3-4, probably mainly I would choose Jin or Kavai, but Palm would be a good choice too. But 3 with a medium compound, 4 with a hard compound, Jin or Kavai. Okay, now I pushed the wrong button here. Okay, anyway. Yes, that's it. If you are at, for your first driver at the back of the pack or in the middle of the pack, both of your drivers. Now, if it rains, I think it's a no-brainer. 4-3 with Frost and 3-4 with Char. The best two choices. Alternatively, we can, let's go and see, we can choose Reindeer because of wetness and grip and a little bit of blocking. Very useful because when it rains, we can make it impossible with blocking. We can make it impossible to be overtaken. So Reindeer is a very good choice here, but we would be conservative with pressing the red button, of course. And of course, as we said, Char 3-4, very useful. Corners and tire management, so we can push in both stints, and of course very good in wetness. For me, these are the best two choices. As we said, Iron Force could be useful, very good in wet conditions, and it will give us fuel, a lot of fuel, so we can push. But this is for me, if you want the best boosts here, Frost, Char, then Reindeer, and then you can choose Iron Force or Cranberry as last choices. You can choose Dragon, of course, which will give you tire management and fuel management. So that's it for Great Britain. In raining, the strategies are the same for wherever you are in the starting grid, except if you are in the top of the grid, P1, P2, P3, then you can easily choose 3, 2, 2 and hex, but that's only if you are at the top of the grid. Okay, that's it for track number 3. Let's go track number 4, which is Monza, Monza in Italy, and this is, as you can see, a fast and furious strategy. This is a track that speed matters the most. Wherever you are, top, middle, back of the grid, 2, 3, 3, dead fast, gladiator, eclipse, firework for your driver. If you're at the back of the grid, for your driver that is at the bottom of the grid. And if you are at the top and the middle of the grid, 3, 3, 2, dead fast, eclipse, firework, gladiator, hex for your driver. If you are at the back of the grid, your first driver could easily choose 4, 4, medium compound and street shark. If you don't have very good tire management in this driver, you can choose the hard compound, but it would be a little bit slower. This is a very good strategy when you come from behind, 4, 4 with a medium compound, only one pit stop. So it's very effective. It's very effective. So you can follow this if you are at the back of the grid. Nothing more to say for Monza. It's a very straightforward, as I always say, track. And track number 5, Mexico. Mexico is in the category of tracks like Hungary, like Barcelona, where we can choose to take advantage of the big straight in, as you can see, in sector 1, the red sector, or we can take advantage of the rest of the track, where we have lots of corners and grip we need. So this is why we have different approaches, different strategies here. And these strategies can work wherever you are. Okay, 3, 5, not 3 with a soft compound, 5 with a medium compound, not a choice if you are at the front of the grid and at the back and in the middle of the grid. If you are in front of the grid, yeah, it's a good choice, because you can go P1 very easily with the soft compound, get full throttle, full boost the first 3 laps, make a very big gap, and then use the medium compound and cruise until the end. But if you get P1 easily, then you can do even 2 pit stops if you want. So when you are in the top of the grid, there are many choices, easy choices to follow. But 3, 5 soft and medium is very good if you are at the back of the grid and you want to make the undercut. Especially it will work better if you use Taurus. And then there are strategies if you are in the middle of the pack, that work if you are in the middle, in the top of the grid, or even at the back of the grid. 5, 3 for your driver, medium soft. if you want to go fast and furious with this strategy, then you are going to use dead fast and push only in the big straight in front of the pit lane, and then just be on the yellow button in the rest of the on the rest of the track. But alternatively, you can choose downforce or Nazar, and then you can push, of course, in the straight, in the big straight, but mainly you can push in the corners because downforce and Nazar. Let's see downforce again. Downforce and Nazar give you the ability to be very precise and very fast in the corners. So as you can see, corners and grip and some tire management gives us the ability to push even more. And of course 4-4 with a soft compound if your driver can support this choice, but you can always go 4 with a medium compound and second stint 4 with a medium compound again. Firework and Eclipse, this is a choice that we're going to exploit the weakness of our opponents not being so fast without boosts like Firework, Eclipse, Hex. There are two choices here, Fast and Furious, Dead Fast, Firework, Eclipse, or Corners, Grip, Downforce, Nazar, and of course the patience game, the undercut, for those of you that start P15 and lower, 3-5 with Taurus. That's it for Mexico. And track number 6, another Fast and Furious track. Although again here you can choose to follow grip and corners in Brazil, but I think the fastest way is the top speed Fast and Furious strategies. Dead Fast and Lumberjack, 5-3, 5 with a medium compound, 3 with a soft compound. 4-4 soft, medium, Eclipse and Hex, and 3-3-2 Dead Fast and Instinct. Where to choose these strategies? So all soft compounds in the last one. So you could most of the bots are pitting in the 4th lap or in the 5th lap. So if you want to do the undercut, if you start at the back of the pack, 3-3-2 all soft compounds, Dead Fast, Eclipse, Firework, Instinct, Hex, that's it. Now if you are in the middle of the pack or in front of the pack, then 4-4 with soft, medium, soft in the first stint, medium in the second stint, Eclipse or Hex, and 5-3 medium soft, Dead Fast or Lumberjack. And Dead Fast or Lumberjack in this strategy and not Eclipse or Firework or Hex, because to do 5 laps with a medium compound and be able to push a little bit, we need a little bit of tire management, and of course we know Dead Fast and the tire that gives us a little bit of tire management. Okay, I have the same goes with Lumberjack. As you can see, great in overtaking, great speed, and some tire management. We need to do the 5 laps with a medium compound. If you are at the back of the pack, as we said, 3-3-2 for your lowest driver in the grid, and then choose one of the other two strategies, I would prefer 5-3, but okay, it's up to you. Both strategies will work just fine. And let's go to our final track, which is Singapore. This is a no-brainer. Wherever you are in the grid, 3-4, 4-3. Jin and Skull, Kawai and Skull, the best two boosts. Jin, the third choice, and Nazar, or maybe even Oud. Are alternative choices if you don't have Skull, Kawai, or Jin. Now, there is another strategy you can choose here. Well, it's the same strategy, 4-3, but not 4 with a medium compound and 3 with a soft compound. 4 with a soft compound, 3 with a soft compound, but then the only choice here is Taurus. And the choice we're making here is that we are going to push both stints a lot, and that's why we need Taurus, because it will give us the ability 4 laps with a soft compound to push the red button, but we have it's boosting. Taurus is boosting fuel management too, and if we want to push so much, we need extra fuel too. So this is a choice. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I'm going to probably in the opening, if everything goes well until race number 7, probably I'm going to use it, but okay. And that's it for our 7th track. Our 8th track, it's again Bahrain. We don't need to see it again. So let's see again. Let's see again where we are racing. We saw Bahrain, Belgium, Silverstone, Monza, Mexico City, Sao Paulo, Singapore, and Bahrain, Sakir Desert. That's it for this weekend. I hope you found this video useful. If you did so, subscribe to the channel. Every day we have new videos. We have our live streaming, all our races live. We are running our GPs with you, and it's very interesting sessions. So subscribe, stay tuned, so you can see when I upload a new video on, or when we are live streaming. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.